Yeah, I'm about to drop episode 12. No, I never wear sleeves for these episodes. I also never wear pants, but since I rarely stand up, you would never know that. Guess what? No one was calling. That is going to be the new intro every time. You'll just have to see what wacky stuff I say to kick off the episode. All right, I think we're up to episode 12, and it's still fun. Shout out to my 70 to 100 views. It varies. I think we had a 1 week of like 12. Hey, if I was giving a presentation to 12 people, I'd be nervous. I also want to shout out, looking at my numbers, I have had one dislike. It's been a lot of likes, one dislike. I'm wondering who did that, what I said to make them mad. And I want more. Maybe I need to be more naughty, more push the envelope, get some haters. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a fun week with the phone. Week and a half. I know we're a little off my weekly post here. Here's what like the standout was. I'm kind of glancing at my notes. The standout has been South by Southwest is going on in Austin this week, and a it's really shocking. Just what everything that they're trying, how little I have access to because of the flip phone. There we go. There's what I'm trying to say. Lots of stuff where it's like, hey, scan this barcode, you can get in. Scan this QR code. We need your info before you can get in. And I'm just like, oh, I've got this. And usually they're just like, oh, if your friend scans you in, it's fine. And then they'll run off. They'll have like a conversation with somebody. They're pointing at me like I don't even know. Like, that guy's got that. So, in a way, good, in a way, shocking, in a way, it's just kind of fun to see like the reactions that it still gets. And who knows? Like, I don't mind attention here and there. I thought that that could be kind of a fun thing. It can be a good icebreaker. If I walk up to a good looking group of people, I act like I'm taking a flip phone pick. It usually gets a conversation going in a good way. So I'm not going to act. It's just like having a dog, dude. Like you want a wingman. So these things aren't the worst things. Uh, but it also is really like this week, I'm like, dude, it's a battle. And I know that's going to sound like really dramatic, but the more I think about it, who I want to be, what I want to be good at, certain things come down to like, I have to avoid scrolling. I have to avoid short form content in order to do that. I just have to. In order to be a better salesperson, in order to be a better friend, in order to be smarter, in order to be, I will say, I think maybe like funnier. Sometimes you can see like really, really funny things when scrolling that you can then like incorporate into your one-liners, your style, your improv. But maybe if I take that away, maybe there will be other benefits that I can get from focusing more on an interaction. Like, would I trade 5% funny for being a 5 or 10% better seller? Hell yeah. I would absolutely take that trade. And maybe because of I'm not seeing so much jokey stuff, I am thinking or entering conversations maybe a little more professionally, a little more focused, a little more curious as the base, as opposed to like, hey, when something happens and I don't know the answer, like I think sometimes my default, whether it be in a sales call or other stuff, would have been to make a joke. Now I'm catching myself in a good way. Sometimes that default is, let's make a question. Let's have a question. Let's be curious, right? Like in a negotiation over the last week or something. And I think in the past, maybe, I would have maybe felt a little more urgent or I need to make something happen quick. Or it's one thing versus another. And we're about to like roll into something. And now it can be, hey, they've got their goals or they've got their things. I'm trying to understand those, which then will help me make a better decision for mine. It's not versus, it's truly working together. Maybe I'm just getting older and getting more reps. That could be a thing too. I'm counting it as some of these realizations as being less phone dominant, because I'm also then like studying them. I'm studying how I feel before, studying how I feel after. I am really just seeing when I've got the phone, what's the brain activity like? What am I thinking about? And once again, like dude, it sounds dramatic, but it is a battle. There are things I want to be good at, and I have to build that around my free time and my hobbies going towards that. I've cut way down on, unfortunately, my Speak app. I've cut way down on my Chess app. It just got to a certain thing where I was just like having the phone at all. Maybe I'm just gonna treat the phone like dessert. I'm either never gonna have it, or I'm gonna just when I'm having, I'm just gonna be, you know, dessert. Or because I've tried all, and I'm gonna keep trying. Like this is a long term project, but as of right now, it's like I want to spend my free time at tennis class, taking walks, working, reading, jiu-jitsu class. These are the things that I'm doing. These are the things I'm enjoying. Those things will pay off in other ways, because it's just so hard to pull of the phone, whether it be any sort of temptation, any sort of like brain off activity. It's just wild. But South by Southwest, like no disrespect to so many people working their butt off, whether it be music, whether it be marketing, whether it be that. It's just I'm really enjoying it. I enjoy the energy it brings to the city. I'm also enjoying the awareness that it's bringing me. There are certain things that I'm seeing, and I'm just saying to myself, it's not to be negative. Everyone is different. It's to say, that's something I don't want to be good at. That's something that maybe in my heavy phone days, I would get serious FOMO about missing. I go to Instagram, I see a certain concert, I have FOMO about missing it. Now it is, if I even see it, dude, cool, good for them. But I'm loving waking up, doing this thing where I'm, whether it's sleeping in, waking up to exercise, reading, all this different stuff. So my main takeaways: the world's not built, and all new marketing is not built for flip phones. So there's gonna be things where I just have to realize, like, I may not have access to them, or they're not gonna market for me. Totally fine. I'm not like trying to be some like off the matrix, off the grid guy. All I'm trying to do is I have to accept that there are those things won't be there. I have to accept that there's certain things that I need to narrow my focus in on what I want to be good at. Certain things I'm going to miss out on, and I'm okay to make that. I'm okay to make that trade. And who knows? Hopefully I can stay funny. I can watch the right things. Maybe I just need to focus on a TV show, not some damn like 1 minute, 30-second video. Okay, what else did I have? All right, I think that's it. Speaking of South by Southwest, I'm going to go to, I think, Tokyo Japanese women wrestling show tonight. So not not a fetish thing, just something I'm interested in. I saw some good price tickets, so I think that should be a good show. Always loved wrestling, so I'm curious to see what that looks like as South by Southwest specific. And then I also read a gnarly book recently called Power of the Dog. Really crazy. And had some stuff that was kind of messed up, and almost like you get used to reading really messed up stuff. But great book. So there's my quick feedbacks of the day. But just to encourage whoever, be on the thought, like challenge yourself. When you are looking at your phone and you are scrolling, it is taking away time from things you could be like getting better at, things you could be thinking about. And that's okay. Like there's going to be moments you can't be on all the time, but that is the battle. And that is the one I'm choosing to fight for myself. And I really just am curious to see, like, each month that goes by, each week that goes by, what are the changes I'm making with how I'm showing up, how I'm interacting with people. Don't want to say staying funny, I don't want to brag, but like I seem to make people laugh sometimes in interactions. Is that going to keep on? Am I going to be like some annoyingly over thoughtful question guy? Who knows? But I will take the trade-off for focusing, and hopefully I can keep up getting better at sales. Keep up the focus on negotiation. Keep up the willingness to want to understand. If it starts to feel a little confrontational, truly that means maybe it needs to be understood a little better. And it doesn't mean that I need to get into some one-off or say something snotty myself. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. And South by Southwest, I love when you come to Austin. Please keep letting me in places, even if I don't scan the QR code. And I still believe, if I was going big picture CEO entrepreneur, like there's events I should probably why don't I just start events where it's like, hey, no phones allowed, or like flip phone, screen free. I don't even know how I would organize it or if I have the time, energy, or interest. But all of this stuff where it's just built to get you on an email list, get you looking at your phone nonstop. Where is there a space where there can be really good art or really good creativity or just really good events or moments to help avoid it? Because I think that there would be a community there. And even if it starts small, that can spread. And even if it just starts small, if it's 1 hour, people wouldn't see value in going to that for that 1 hour where they know. Just a thought. So if any driven entrepreneurs are out there. Also, shout out, I didn't get a chance to say hey to him, Higher Up Wellness. He's funny enough, a creator from Instagram. I saw him at my gym recently, and he always just tells people to create content. I wanted to get a chance to tell him that I'm making this. It's mostly for myself, but it's just cool to see some people that do stuff like that out there. All right. I think that's all I got for you. Leave comments. Give me some advice. Talk to me. Come out to the South by events. Maybe I'll see you at Japanese Tokyo Female Wrestling tonight. And also shout out to Mother Culture Greek yogurt. Full fat. Bought a bunch of that at the farmer's market. Gets better with every bite. Okay. We're living. We're thriving. Thanks, everyone.